Hello YouTubers and welcome to another DVD review by me, the Obsessed TV in 95. This time I shall be taking a look at the Sixth Doctor Colin Baker story, The Mark of the Rani, which was the third story in Doctor Who's 22nd season. Now before I start this story, I like to say what I think about this story, and personally I think it's quite a good story, not the best ever story I've ever seen, so just to get that out there, it's not like one of my favourites, but it is still a good watch, like if you've got a free afternoon. So just to get that out there, if you've not got this, then I would get it, if you've not got this, because it is quite a good story. You've got the Sixth Doctor, played by Colin Baker, plays a good part. I've said before, he's a bit underrated. We've got Kate O'Mara, who's like the main baddie in this, really, the Rani. And we've also got a supporting role by Anthony Ainley as the Master, who is up to his old tricks again. So on the cover, we have, obviously, the Sixth Doctor, the Rani, and the Master, with the Rani being right in the centre, seeing as this story is what it's about, seeing as her name is in the title of the story. Below her, we've got her TARDIS, which looks very, very impressive for 1985, and we've got this thing here, which is like a wheel, because it's set in like the Renaissance sort of period, like in the last few hundred years. It's a story set in the past, a historical story. In fact, it's the only historical beg your pardon, Sixth Doctor story ever, as all the others were either set in the present day, like Attack of the Cybermen, or in the future, like Trial of the Time Lord. And we've got this like nice colour in the background as well, like pink and purple, very, very nice cover. And we've got like this cartwheel thing, which you see in the story. It's a U as well, which is very interesting, seeing as there are a few deaths in this story. I've no problem with deaths in Doctor Who, to be honest. If you want me to be honest, there should be more deaths in Doctor Who nowadays, but the BBC are so whiny, say, oh, but the kids are going to get scared and all that crap. So at the bottom we've got this purple strip with a nice picture of Colin Baker's Doctor. It just says the Colin Baker years 1984 to 86, with the story being broadcast in 1985, as I said earlier. The spine is very good on the shelf as well, because it stands out like with the colour and all that. You've got like little stars and like purple here and pink at the bottom as well, and you've got the Black to Entertain logo as well, as this was released in 2006 on DVD, I think. And at the back we've got screen grabs from the story. We've got this old woman here. I won't spoil it for you, but you'll know who she is when you watch the story, if you've not watched it already. You've got the Sixth Doctor and Peri. Peri's in like a sort of carnival costume, but she's dressed for the occasion because they've travelled back in time. You've got the Master and one of the characters in the story called Luke. We've got another picture of the Master. This time they're inside the Rani's TARDIS. There's the Rani. And we've just got the Sixth Doctor talking to Stevenson. I think it's George Stevenson he's talking to. So now I'll give you the info about the story. So, The Mark of the Rani by Pip and Jane Baker. Drawn off course en route for Kew Gardens, the TARDIS materialises in the mining village of Killingsworth in the early 19th century, and the Doctor and Peri find themselves in the midst of a Luddite rebellion. Why are peaceful men resorting to mindless violence? And why is the Master intent of sabotaging the Industrial Revolution? In order to safeguard Earth's future, the Doctor must defeat the combined forces of two rogue Time Lords from his own past. So it's a very good synopsis there. Pip and Jane Baker, of course, helped create the character of the Rani. They also wrote the second Rani story, Time of the Rani, which was the Seventh Doctor's first story. A lot of people hate that, so I won't go into that. So the special features. Commentary is by Colin Baker, who obviously plays the Doctor, and Nicola Bryant, who plays Peri Brown, and Kate O'Mara, who plays the Rani. Lords and Luddites, actors and crew recall the making of this story, especially a short documentary featuring Colin Baker, Nicola Bryant, Kate O'Mara, and Gary Cady, who play Luke. Writers Pip and Jane Baker, script editor Eric Sayward, and composer Jonathan Gibbs are also featured in this special feature. There's deleted scenes, nearly 10 minutes of additional material from the early edit of Part 1. Now and then a short film featuring the Bliss Hill Victorian town location. Playing with Time, an interview with the story's composer Jonathan Gibbs. Blue Peter, a short film from the 1978 episode exploring the history of Iron Bridge during Bliss Hill, so that's quite ironic as that was made in 78, so quite a good special feature if you like the settings in this story. Saturday Superstore, an extract from March 1984 featuring Colin Baker, Nicola Bryant and Anthony Ainley, who play the Master, and alternative soundtrack, option to view Part 1 with partially completed original music score by John Lewis, isolated music score, clean with Sinocrus music, and it's available for both episodes. And you've got the radio's time listings, photo gallery, production subtitles, and digitally remastered picture and sound quality. The story was originally broadcast on BBC One between the... Oh, that's weird. Look what it says there. It says the 2nd of February and the 9th of February, 1985. Really, it should be 2nd of February. Oh well, it must have been rushing while editing the art for this. Produced by John Nathan Turner, and the story is directed by Sarah Hellings. And the story runs at 89 minutes approximately, so an hour and a half more or less. This story is 2 parts, as you may have guessed with me reading the special features, but they are both 45 minutes long, so it is equivalent to a 4-parter back in the classic series. So it's like nowadays you've got 45-minute episodes. So if you just take a look inside, we've just got nice information about the story, like how it was the only historical Colin Baker story, and like the creation of the Rani, like someone to match the Master, and we just got the disc as well. So overall, this DVD is a very good DVD. I really like the cover on this. It's really good. I'll just open it a bit so I can stand it up, because it falls over if it's closed. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this review. Thank you very much for watching.